Once again, my dear friend, my dear viewers, I want to share you some nugget on commercial housing investment. Demand for housing, if the government of the day is doing affordable housing, we can't satisfy the demand for housing because the demand, the supplies are like 20%, the demand is 100%. So we really meet the demand for housing. Again, if you look at the population, by the year 2030, we are talking of like 3 years to come. The population of Kenya will be not less than 64 million. I think you can imagine that. By the year 2050, which is not very far, because the end the phase on 2030, the population of Kenya will be estimated at 84 million. That's a very big population. So it means that the demand for housing will always be very, very high. So either you are considering to buy an apartment, or even you are considering to construct rental unit. If you're around, you can do the construction, and based on the if you are available to supervise and all that, you can do the construction. Alternatively, you can buy houses where they are being constructed. I highly recommend urban centers, and in this I'm very focused on Kilimani, Kericho, and Westlands, because I've seen those areas grow. So basically, when you talk of housing, if you want to buy an apartment for an investment, there's a rule we use in finance, what we refer to as the 1% rule. You need to be very careful whether this house will give you 1% of the rental income. That helps you to know the ROI and how many years you need to recoup your investment or to recover your investment. So basically, if you find a house that will give you 1%, basically that's a very big good investment. What do I mean by this in a layman's language? If you are, let's say you are buying a house at assuming you're buying a house at 1 million, it means the best value you get in terms of rent per month is 10,000. That is 1% of the 1 million. So that is the best ROI. And actually getting that sometimes is a very hard. But we have developers who can give you that. I can bet. And I've done this for several investors who trust our business. So basically, when you're investing, you need to walk this journey with professionals so that they can guide you on the best areas you can build or the best areas you can buy an apartment for the rental income. Because most of the Kenyans today are grappling with the liquidity challenge. And this is just to cure this is basically to create passive income. In the book of Ecclesiastes 11, the Bible advocates for 7 to 8 sources of income. Unless you create several sources of income, you will remain financially stuck because your money is not growing. You need to ensure that your money is growing. Like Warren Buffett said, if you don't make money while you sleep, you die working. So how do you create this? It's very simple. You buy a house, like in Kilimani. If you look at the normal rent, you're talking about the normal rent when you get like 1%. Alternatively, if you have the capacity, once you get this apartment, you'll be able to, with this apartment, you are able to, say, you furnish the house, and then you can make money from the Airbnb business. Like in Kilimani, talk of Kilimani, Westlands, I'm talking about the areas with high demand. Kilimani, Westlands, Kericho. Those areas I can bet you can never miss tenants for Airbnb. What you need to do is just to ensure you do a very nice furnish with the guidance of the professionals. And once you do that furnish, you'll be making money each and every day. And there are management companies to care for you. So you should not be stuck on that. In the next video, I'll be able to give you the process and what you need to know when you are buying an apartment. What are the documents you require? I'm happy to report to you that the government of the day, even the previous government, they came up with a very nice policy. You can easily get the sub-lease title very easy in Kenya, and then you are good to go. Because your sub-lease title, the ownership is assured, is your house. And then in that sub-lease title, you can even secure money even in other forums. And then you keep investing. Actually, investment is very addictive. Thank you so much for watching. I much appreciate. Thank you so much.